Hello bachcho. Let's read the question. The question says that which of the following is false? We have four statements and we have to tell that which of the given statement is false. The first statement is P or negation of P is a tautology. The B statement is negation of P conditional to P is tautology, or that implies equivalent to P. This sign is of equivalent. The third statement says that P and if P then Q is then P is a contradiction. And the fourth statement is P and negation of P is a contradiction. We have to tell that which of the given statement is a false statement. So before we start solving the question, we must know the key concept on which this question is based upon. So the key concept is that we must know what does tautology and contradiction means. क्योंकि जब तक हमें tautology और contradiction का मतलब नहीं पता होगा, हम ये बता नहीं पाएंगे कि इसमें से कौन सा statement true है और कौन सा statement false है. तो tautology का मतलब होता है वो statement जो हमेशा true होता है. That is a statement that is always true. उसको हम कहते हैं tautology. और contradiction क्या होता है? When a statement as well as its contradiction or we can say we will use the word negation in this. Will not use the word contradiction. We'll say when a statement as well as its negation is true. So we call it a contradiction. Now option A is P or negation of P is a tautology. Now let us check that whether this statement is true or this statement is false. So if we say that P is true, then negation of P will be false and true or false will be equal to true. Similarly, if we say that P is false, then negation of P will be true and false or true results in true. In both the cases, the statement is true. So this is a tautology. That means this statement is correct. Now let us check the option B. Option B says that negation of P is equivalent to P is a tautology. Now let us check whether this statement is true or not. So let us consider first that P is true. So negation of P will be false. Then negation of P will be true. So this is equivalent to P. Now if P is false, then negation of P will be true. Then negation of P will be again false, which will be equivalent to P. So this statement is also correct. Now let us check option D. We will check option C at end. So first let us check option D. So option D says that P and negation of P is a contradiction. Okay. So If P is true, negation of P will be false. And if P is false, then negation of P will be true. So this is contradiction. This statement is also correct. Now let us check option C. Option C says that P and P implies to Q implies to P is a contradiction. Now we will check this statement, that whether this statement is a contradiction or this statement is a tautology. For this, let us consider two statements, P and Q. First case is both are true. Second case is P is true but Q is false. Third case is P is false but Q is true. And the last case is both the statements are false. So in this case, P implies to Q will be true, false, true, true. Now P and P implies to Q will be true, false, false, and false. And then P and P implies to Q implies to P will be true, 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 and true. So this statement is not a contradiction. Rather, it is a tautology. So we can say, therefore, option C is correct because this is the only wrong statement given in the question. Hope you have understood it well. All the best.